Dr. Sandeep Shah, a radiologist from Austin, Texas, completed a grueling 100-mile run to raise funds for Pratham. The route at the Tahoe Rim Trail was difficult, and Dr. Shah had to ascend steep and rocky hills. But he battled all obstacles. He says he ran for kids who would love a chance to learn and perhaps reach the mountains themselves. His noble endeavor raised about $30,000, money that will go a long way in helping the unfortunate kids in India. TV Asia's Seema Govil talked to Dr. Sandeep Shah.
Imagine running in the mountains of Lake Tahoe for 100 miles non-stop for 35 hours. Yes, our guest today, Dr. Sandeep Shah, did exactly that to raise funds for Pratham, as most people are aware of this wonderful organization in India that supports underprivileged children in going to school and learning well.
Got pretty heavily involved with triathlons, did 3 Ironman races, and then my last one, 2012, I really wanted to do something different. I loved endurance sports, but I wanted to try something different. Also, my kids were getting older, and it was not as easy, both from me wanting to spend time with them and them wanting to spend time with me, to go for 6-7 hour bike rides on Saturdays and Sundays. So, running was something that I could do mostly before work or before they wake up. And so I really just kind of dove head first into it and haven't looked back, 3 years since then.
So it looks like it's kind of becoming your passion. So how did it convert from passion to actually getting a passion of running? Okay, I'll start the question again. So tell us how you got to converting your passion of running towards getting towards a good cause like Pratham.
That's kind of a journey also. So running is a very self-driven but also very selfish sport. I mean, I will say that I run for myself, okay? For the most part, I do it because I love it, okay? But after a period of time, there's kind of this evolution, okay? You grow up, you get married, you have kids, and then you start to wonder, I love running, but is there something else I can do with it also? Now, my father was heavily involved with Pratham. He was actually president of Pratham USA when I was in medical school and residency.
Oh, okay.
So back then, I was pretty busy with medical training. We had newborn twins, so there was a lot going on in our lives. So charity wasn't really at the top of my list then, okay? But, as we moved to Austin and settled down, there is a very youthful Pratham chapter over here that a lot of my friends got involved with, and my wife got involved with. And so that seemed like the natural way to say, okay, I love running. I want to do something different with it. Pratham is right here. I know Pratham. I appreciate what they do. So just kind of a very organic thing.
Yeah.
What I can say is that it hit every personal, physical, and emotional high and low that I can think of. For example, physically, I went from being doubled over in pain with abdominal cramps, barely able to take another step, to 20, 30 miles later running at full speed. On the emotional, mental, psychological side, I would go from being very despondent, hallucinating at one point, falling asleep while walking at one point, to being just full of smiles and giddiness when I crossed the finish line. So, and that's kind of the thing about these ultra races. You're out there in near nonstop motion for 100+ miles, and your body and mind will go through every single thing that you can imagine. And that's part of the preparation, is you do these long runs in preparation, so you experience some of that. There's no way to experience all of it, but you kind of get yourself mentally prepared for what could be some pretty trying times.